Hello everyone. In today's lecture we are going to study about the general viscera of a rat. Okay. So now the question is coming, why we are studying, or why in our study why we have considered a rat as a study model. Okay. Because the rat is a vertebrate. Okay. And it belongs to the class Mammalia, which means that there will be the many structural organizations which are common with all other vertebrates, and here we are concentrated only on a class Mammalia. Okay. And in class Mammalia includes humans also. Okay. So it is known that the similarity of the structures among related organisms shows evidence of a common ancestry. Okay. Thus the studying of a rat means we are studying, we are doing a like studying with the human model too. Okay. In this in today's lecture we will just concentrate on a general viscera of a rat only. Okay. So what is viscera? A viscera, or a coelom, also known as a coelom, is the body cavity within which a viscera, that is a internal organs, are located. Okay. And this cavity is covered by a membrane called peritoneum. Peritoneum. Okay. Which will be very thin and web like. Okay. And this membrane beneath this membrane there will be various organs will be located. Okay. uh, uh, um, this viscera, or the coelom cavity or visceral cavity, will be having a diaphragm. Diaphragm is a muscular partition that divides the coelom into two small cavities, that is a thoracic cavity that will be lie in front, and a large abdominal cavity that will be placed behind. Okay. And the organs lodged in the coelom are collectively termed as a viscera, or the organs which are placed in a visceral cavity are termed as a visceral organs or viscera. Okay. So first we are going to see about the thoracic cavity. The thoracic cavity is divided into three chambers by a membranous tissue. Okay. The first chamber is a pleural cavities. Okay. This pleural cavity, as the name suggests, it has a two part or two cavities, and each cavity will lodge a lung. Okay. Followed by pleural cavity, there is a mediastinum. Mediastinum is the space between the two pleural cavities in which pericardial cavity, that is in the mediastinum there will be a pericardial cavity plus the esophagus and the blood vessels are lodged. Okay. And after the mediastinum there comes a pericardial cavity. Pericardial cavity, where it is, pericardial cavity is lodged in a mediastinum. Okay. But pericardial cavity is further lodged with the, or it is a small chamber in which heart is enclosed by a double layer pericardium. Okay. And it is lodged in a pericardial cavity. Okay. So these are the three cavities which is found in a thoracic cavity. Okay. We'll just recall it. Coelom or the visceral cavity is a large cavity in which there is a thoracic cavity plus abdominal cavity, or abdominal region plus thoracic region is there. Thoracic region is further this in a coelom or viscera, the diaphragm divides it coelomic cavity into two, thoracic and abdominal region. Okay. The thoracic region or thoracic cavity consists of three chambers pleural cavity which will be having a two parts or two cavities, and each cavity will be having a lung. Okay. Followed by mediastinum. Mediastinum is a space between the two pleural cavities. Okay, and it will be having a pericardial cavity, the esophagus, and the blood vessels. Okay, followed by the mediastinum, there is a pericardial cavity, and pericardial cavity holds the heart. Okay, now we'll see. First, in pleural cavity there is lung. Yeah, so lungs are paired, spongy, bright pink in color. Okay, and it is located on either side of the heart. Okay, the right lung is a four lobed while the left lung is unlobed. Okay, and this is about the pleural cavity. In mediastinum, it has a pericardial cavity, esophagus, and a blood vessel. So we will see about the esophagus. Esophagus is a narrow straight tube dorsal to the heart and median to the lungs, and it runs from the pharynx, passes through the diaphragm, and it joins the stomach. Okay, this is about the thoracic cavity. Now we are going to see the another region of the visceral region, visceral cavity, that is the abdominal region. Okay, the abdominal region or cavity is lodged by various organs. Okay, and that are, first one is liver. Liver is a large reddish brown gland with the four lobes: the right, the left, a median cystic, and a posterior caudate. Okay, so these are the four lobes: the right, the left, a median cystic, and a posterior caudate. Okay, and this liver is attached to the posterior face of the diaphragm by a falciform ligament. Okay, then another organ which are lodged or placed in the abdominal cavity is the stomach. Stomach is a large, elongated, bent sac lying on the left side, and it is posterolateral to the liver. Okay, and it is partly covered by it means liver covers partly the stomach on a right side. Okay, followed by stomach there is a small intestine. Small intestine is a long narrow tube. The first part forms of loop which is termed as a duodenum, and the rest is the coiled portion which is termed as a ileum. Okay, so small intestine consists of two parts, duodenum and ileum. Duodenum is the loop like, whereas ileum is the coiled. Okay, then after the small intestine there is a pancreas. A pancreas is a diffused gland with the small lobes scattered on the mesentery of the duodenal loop. Okay, after the pancreas comes the cecum. The cecum is a fairly large blind outgrowth at the junction of small and the large intestine. Followed by cecum there is large intestine. A large intestine is a long tube. The first part of the tube is termed as a colon, and whereas the rest part is termed as a rectum. Okay, after the large intestine there comes a spleen. A spleen is a dark red body which will be lying in a greater curvature of the stomach portion. Okay, followed by spleen there is a kidneys. Kidneys are paired bean shaped dark red bodies. The right kidney is slightly anterior to the left, and there will be the ureter, which is a narrow tube emerging from the hilus of the inner side of the kidneys. Okay. Then on the kidneys there are adrenal gland. Adrenal gland are the paired rounded bodies placed at a little anterior to the kidneys. Okay. Then comes the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is a pear shaped muscular sac with a narrow neck. Followed by urinary bladder, there is a reproductive organ that is in female. It is the ovaries which are found, that is paired, compact, yellowish body, ventrolateral to the kidneys in a female. Okay. Now you will say that why we have not placed about the reproductive organ of the male one, because male reproductive system comprised of testes, which is placed outside the body in the scrotal sac in the mammal. Yeah, so it is not mentioned over here. Okay. And this is about the visceral cavity and the different visceral organs. If you have any question regarding this topic, then please let me know. Okay student, thank you.